Hey, I'm Jon VanDam, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro here in Michiana Outdoor News. Another scenario for you. It's summertime, smoking hot. You're tired of fishing your same old lake, fishing, catching 2 or 3, a lot of boat traffic, a lot of pleasure boaters, a lot of tournaments, stuff like that going on. So you want to escape that. You want to go find a new lake. You look at your map. I know the Michiana area, within 30 miles of anywhere, there's plenty of lakes to fish. And so you'll get your map. You go, all right, you find one with the public access. I'm gonna go there. You don't know nothing about it. Well, before you do that, you want to, you got a map. You want to look and see what's on it, and it's got a lot of different things. So where do you start? The summertime can be a very challenging time. There's a lot of things going on in the summer. There's always going to be fish shallow, no matter what time of year, no matter what lake you go to. So you might look for some lily pads, for some scum, docks where those fish are going to kind of hide in the shade, and try to get out a little bit of that summertime heat. I personally like to fish a lot deeper, deeper water. I look in those. For a lot of those deeper flats where you're going to find the bait fish, the schools of bluegill in the summertime, they get out there 20, 25, even 30 foot on some lakes, or deeper, just depending on where you're at. Gull Lake, for example, I've caught them as deep as 45, 50 foot. But in most scenarios, most lakes around the Michiana area are 20, 25 foot is what I like to look at. What I'll do is I'll find those deeper flats, and I try to find something that's different out there, whether it's just a little bit of grass out there off the flat, or an area that's holding the bait a little bit, a little bit higher area, a little hump or something like that. And I use a lot of different baits. Well, some of my favorite is a football jig for one, and I use a 3/4 ounce Strike King tour grade football jig, and it works really well. Kind of on the outside edge of the weeds. It's not very good around the weeds itself, but I like to get out and fish stuff that hasn't been a lot of pressure. So I also throw a lot of big crankbaits, 6XD, 5XD, something that's going to dive 15 to 20 feet, get it down that strike zone. And I still stick with a lot of neutral colors, a lot of the bluegills, green pumpkin, watermelon kind of colors, just as natural as possible. And and I really again concentrate on those depths, and 20 to 25, you might even go up to 15. If that's not really your style, like I said, there's always fish shallow. So don't be afraid to get around some docks, with a jig, or an ocho or something like that, or even in some the lily pads, or any of the scum, with a frog, something. There's always fish, no matter where you go, that are going to be shallow. They live up there, they don't leave. So there's a little bit of everything, everything going on for someone in the summertime. So whenever you go to a new lake, whatever you're comfortable with, or shallow or deep, just try a few of those things out. I think you'll have some good success.